What's up to all my freelancers and creatives? I've been very busy over the last couple months. Really over the last 3 years, I've been working on a major product called Freelance Jumpstart. And there's been a build up to it. Freelance Jumpstart first started out as an idea. And I had this idea that I wanted to communicate everything I learned about freelancing, because I remember when I first started, information was not all in one place. I had to look over here or go to this tutorial site, take this class online. Had to do all these different things just to learn how to launch a successful business. So I learned a lot during that time, and I thought to myself, I didn't want this information to go to waste. I wanted to share it with somebody. From there, it continued to grow, and I thought to myself, what can I do next to share this information that I've learned with everybody else? So I thought to write a book. And I wrote a book. I was in the process of writing a book, and I released a mini course to see if there was interest, and there was. I know over 8,000 people have been through the course to date, and there's massive interest in learning about how to start your own freelance business. So from there, I knew I needed to finalize the book, and I was working on that. The more I worked on the book, the more ideas I began to have, and I started to see that a book written down on paper was not enough to contain all the things that I wanted to do. So from there, I said, let me make this an online course. So yeah, the book is written. The book is actually complete, but I expanded all those ideas in the form of an online interactive course, because I just thought that would be better for interactions. People could ask questions faster, and I could build somewhat of a community. So that's what I've been working on. And I'm happy to say that I am actually done and ready to launch. Now that all the things are in place, I wanted to give you an exclusive look at the inside of the course and show you how I set it up and why I made certain decisions. So I'll meet you at my desktop and we will go through the course. Here we are at the desktop at freelancejumpstart.com, and this is the page you would see. You see the home page with there's a video, a lot of copy on the home page, and then I get into what the course will have to teach you and some of the features of the course. So really just getting to this point took some time, and it wasn't something that was straightforward. I actually rewrote the home page many times. I actually wanted to show you, here is a previous iteration of the page. You see I have a different tagline here and a few ideas. And then I just have like 3 quick things, and then it hops into the testimonies and still has interviews from people, and then another testimony, and I say this is what you're going to learn. In this course you will learn how to, and I have different taglines and text, and I say this is all the features you get, so on and so forth. But that's what it was in the past. Looking at it now, this is what it looks like, and it took some time to get to this point. You know, I went to a couple different design communities, asked them, what do you want to know? What do you want to see? Does this page make you want to take action? And they gave me some good feedback. Some people said yes. Some people said no, it doesn't. It's boring. You haven't convinced me. So a lot of the design of this landing page came about by, you know, trial and error and feedback. So there's a lot of work that people didn't see behind the scenes, but it's how we got here. But let's walk through this. I want people to read this and build confidence that they're going to get a great value when they're reading. So I just simply stated what it is. It's a step-by-step roadmap to freelancing, what I wish I had. And, you know, again, you can get access or log in. And I just wanted to highlight certain things. I went to undergrad and graduate school. They didn't teach me everything. So I want to teach things that I never heard them teach in school that I paid for, right? Also, this was a hard question. What do you charge? I still get this question every day, and I never know how to particularly answer the question. But now I'm more comfortable with how to do that, and I know people still have this challenge. So I talk about how after you take this course, you'll be confident in your pricing. Unexpected setbacks, so many things from taxes to not understanding the client process to what do you do when it comes to a contract, to a proposal? How do you value your time? There's just so many things that are there, and I want to speak and answer that. Job boards. When I first started freelancing, this was a big thing, and I would spend a lot of time on job boards trying to find work, trying to bid up other people. I just wasted a lot of time, but now I don't go on job boards and work still comes to me, so I want to share that. So really, everything on this landing page, I just wrote the true value of what I was teaching in the lessons and the interviews, and I was bringing all of this together. Again, these are the people that I interviewed for the course. I found the people who were doing well at freelancing and sat down with them and asked them all the questions that I know others want to know. And here I just list all the lessons. These are all the lessons that are currently included right now. Probably my favorite lesson is calculating your hourly rate and finding your value. That's probably one of my best, I would say, favorite lessons that I had to put together, because I was explaining to people how they can find their value, and on calculating your hourly rate, I was walking people through how to do that. I know that's something that's difficult, but I think I got a good formula of how to do that, so that's a good thing. And I have all these features that's included. Again, you know, quote stating who the course is for, and there's a full course, the full course plus a consultation, and then you can buy the guide of the course as well. So one of those three, you can take action to get the course. If you just want the guidebook, it's right here. If you want the full course, and somebody already told me I'm probably giving this away for too low of a price, but that's okay. My goal is to help as many people as I can, not necessarily laugh my way to the bank. So if I can help and provide value, that's a great thing for me. And nothing but the lessons, I plan to add many more lessons, and when I add lessons, I don't plan to charge anybody. But so that's two of the landing page. Everything's done and ready to go, but I want to also show you all the actual course itself. So when you first log in, you'll see a dashboard, right? And in the dashboard, you have a welcome video here. I'm walking you through how the course works. You can access the guidebook. You can go to the lessons, the interview, the community, or you get some bonuses and some deals. I'm going to show you that. So the lessons is on a page like this, mobily responsive page. You walk through, and right now it's in the proper order of what it's supposed to be in. So if you go through this order, this is the preferred order from left to right of how you should learn certain things and what you should do. Here's an example, the client meeting. So let's look at that. We're actually on the lesson page for the client meeting, and as you can see, there's a video up top here, and on that there's a video here, and I'll just press play just so you can see it. So each lesson has a video, and the video is different lengths. It can be 12 minutes. I think the longest lesson is about 18 minutes or so, just talking about certain topics. And this one, I'm talking about everything you need to know about the client meeting. And whether you watch the video or not, I've transcribed everything. So right below the video, there is all this important information about the client meeting, what you need to get ready for, what you need to know, what you need to learn, what's important, and I walk through all those things. Not only that, but if you need to, you can download the video and listen to it on the go. And I optimized this so that you can listen to it on the go, or you can download the audio. Any one of those choices is perfectly fine. You can go at it like that, and that would be good and great. Going from there, there are interviews, and I set it up in a similar fashion. There are interviews for the course as well. So I sat down with different freelance professionals, asked them some top questions, and we can look at this video. And it's set up in a similar fashion. There is an interview, and you can either download the video, listen to the audio on the go, or your favorite device, and you can read the transcript if you are in an area to where you can watch or listen or have headphones. You can still read everything that's important about the interview and what value I learned from these freelance creatives, and then it recommends the next lesson. So pretty good of a course, you know, in terms of what I've seen, and I have big plans for it in the future. There's a community. If you want to join other freelance professionals and creatives and talk and get your direct questions answered to your unique situation, there's a whole community for that. And I'm using Slack for the community. If you're not familiar with Slack, Slack is one of the best ways for online teams to collaborate, and they do a great job. And you can have different rooms to talk about certain subjects. But I've taken many courses, and the difference in what I'm offering in this community versus others is I'm going to be intentional with working with people, reaching out to them, answering their questions. We're going to have some live hangouts where we hang out with one another and just ask each other questions and learn from one another. So it's not just going to be me, but it's really going to be a community of many others working together. Not only that, but I'm continuing my podcast. So the podcast that I have that's grown very popular, I'm still going to teach certain topics on it. So yes, there's this course for premium learning, but I'm still going to, on a weekly basis, teach other people and talk about the business of freelancing. So there's still value there. And I plan to actually bring on guests who join the course, bring on guests to the podcast to talk about different things and give them an opportunity to teach others and help other people as well. So really building a community, building a movement of those who are creative entrepreneurs who want to pursue their passions. And we're doing this as a community. But put a lot of work into this course. If you can't tell, it's WordPress based. And there was a lot of work put into this. And I'm just happy with where it is. I talked about the guidebook. Let me actually show you that. Guidebook comes in PDF and EPUB or MOBI formats. So in other words, it works on a Kindle, it works on an Apple device, it works as a PDF. So you want to print it out, that's fine. You got an iPad, great. Got a Kindle, whatever. It works on all of those devices and more. So here's an example. Here's the cover, and I'm talking about certain things. The main bonus and or difference from the guidebook to the lessons is, more specifically, I'm talking about my point of view and why I made certain decisions. Like here's an example. So in chapter 1, I'm talking about all these things and what's important. You'll see these pages that are green. And I specifically just state what I did, why I did it, and the impact it had on my business. So I'm hoping that when you see it and when you read it, you'll just follow my logic and you'll learn from my mistakes, but you'll also be able to adapt from my successes. So yeah, this is everything that there is. The guidebook, the community, you know, it's just a great offering, I would say. And you know, there's a guidebook, there's a community, there's templates that I have. Like there's a contract that's a part of the course that I literally give you. There is a proposal that's a part of the course that I literally give members of the course as well. So a lot of value here. The one thing I say I'm doing differently from others is, let's say somebody takes the course and they say, Nathan, this is great. I really wish you talked more about email etiquette. How do you write an email to win a client? If enough people ask me about it, I will simply just create it, make a new lesson, notify everybody, and there's not going to be an upcharge for it. At least for those who are members, there's not going to be an upcharge for it. So this course is only going to get more and more valuable. So again, as I mentioned, built it on the WordPress platform, familiar with WordPress, like WordPress. The biggest thing I would say is it all starts with writing. And as Sean McCabe likes to say, it all starts with writing. A lot of writing went into this. I believe it's 68,000 words in terms of all the lessons and the content and the writing I did just for this. That's not even counting the book that I wrote. So a lot of words, a lot of writing, but I distilled it down because I want to be able to answer any and any question you have about freelancing. So this is what I've been working on. It's done, it's ready, and I'm just happy to share this with you all. So everything you just saw is what I've invested into the course. It took some time. It took a lot of writing, rewriting, editing. I also had to create and produce the videos, high quality. I even had to reshoot many of those. Just making sure it's of the utmost quality, and I plan to only make it better from where it's at now. So right now you can go to freelancejumpstart.com. You see the homepage, read about the logic of it, how you can learn and grow in the course. Not only that, but it's actually open for the introductory rate. So I want to offer that to anyone who gets it during the introductory launch phase. So you're free to get a discount on the course as long as you purchase it during this time. So thank you for checking this out. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.